It is homecoming 2008 on the UT campus. The Tennessee Volunteers welcome into Neyland Stadium the Wyoming Cowboys of the Mountain West Conference. The Vols lead the all-time series with the Cowboys 2-0 with wins in 99 and 02. Hi everybody, Rick Russo coming to you on a fantastic fall Saturday in Knoxville, Tennessee. This game against the Cowboys culminates what was a very difficult week in Big Orange country. It began with the announcement that Philip Fulmer would be stepping down as Tennessee's head coach at season's end. The challenge now for his players to play hard over these next 3 games, come up with wins, and send their coach out in style. It's time to take it into the locker room now for Coach Fulmer's final thoughts before today's game with Wyoming.
You guys have been a hell of a football team this year. With all the adversity and all the things that's happened, you have to continue to fight like this. I want to make sure that our hat's on in the right place. Our hat's on right today. So everybody understands what it's going to take. I heard, and I know exactly what he meant. That's been to go out and take care of business, and that's what we got to do. Okay? Make this quick and easy. It's going to be a 60-minute battle, possibly. That's the mindset that you've got to have. Okay? You've got to have the mindset that every series is the most important series of the game. That every play is the most important play of the game. You go and you take the fight to Wyoming's butt for 60 minutes and you show them that you're an SEC football team and you show them whose house that they've walked in. Hey, we talked upstairs about the respect factor. That's you guys. That's our respect, looking each other in the eye. Okay, for these last 3 wins. This thing has a new these last 3 wins, this story of the last 3 games, has a new little spin to it. Arian's not going to be able to go. He's practiced and worked hard and tried to get through it with his leg. We got a couple young guys that can step up and get the job done. And that's for other guys to step up and help them make sure that they get it done all over the field. Kicking, defense, and the offensive football team to see that they have success. It's an interesting time in our lives, guys. It's something that we'll all look back. We'll all look back on. The one thing that every one of us would say to a man is that we want to end this season, okay, with our head held high and have respect. And you got a chance to set the table for the end of the season right now today, out there for your 60 minutes of football.
We're back with Vol Network coverage of Tennessee and Wyoming right after this. Welcome back. We are almost set for kickoff between the Vols and the Wyoming Cowboys, and with the call of the action, we send it to our Vol Network team of Bob Kessling, Tim Priest, and Mike Stoll.
Glad you're with us wherever you're listening in Big Orange Country. The approach, and ladies and gentlemen, it's football time in Tennessee. The kick spins down to the 7-yard line where Rogan fields in the middle of the field. To the 20, 25, 30, gets to the outside. Rogan down the sideline on the far side to the 40, and almost out to midfield on the opening kickoff return. A spark by Dennis Rogan, a kickoff return of 40 yards, and Tennessee will have great field position on this opening drive. Well, that's a good sign, Tim.
It is. It was kind of clogged up in the middle, and he broke it to the right and just made a really good return. Sometimes when you play teams with a great speed differential, you'll see more big kick returns.
So Tennessee has it 1st and 10 from its own 47-yard line. Nick Stevens, the quarterback. Lennon Creer gets the start at tailback. He's in there now as Tennessee operates from its own 47-yard line. Man in motion, Austin Rogers back toward the formation, and they try toss sweep near side. Lennon Creer to the 45 and rocked down at the 47-yard line by John Fletcher. No gain. Fletcher is probably their best defensive player overall. 6'6", the junior from Erie, Colorado. So Lennon Creer on the start, 6'1", 210 sophomore out of Tatum, Texas. That breaks a string of consecutive starts for Arian Foster. He has 23 starts in a row, was one away from tying the school record held by Jay Graham, but does not get the start today. 2nd down and 10. Stevens under center, play fake, rolls right, dumps the ball on the right flat. That's complete into Wyoming territory down to the 47-yard line. And the pass is complete to Austin Rogers. Pickup of 6 on the play. He's taken down by Marcel Gibson. And again, there are 2 brothers playing cornerback on this team. Tashawn Gibson on one side, Marcel Gibson on the other. We notice that Arian Foster is on the sidelines, not in pads today. We got no word before the game that he was injured. We will try and check on that when we can. 3rd down and 4. Tennessee has it from the Wyoming 47-yard line on this, the opening drive. Stevens backs into the shotgun. Wyoming a three-man front. Three wideouts to the left for Tennessee. Stevens drops to throw, looks that way. Now he fires a seam pass down to the 40-yard line, down to the 35, and spun down is Lucas Taylor. So they loaded up to the left. Stevens looked that way and then came back right and fired on the numbers on the right side to Taylor. Chris Prosnitsky drops him in his tracks, but it's a first down, Tennessee at the 35.
First thing, really good protection. Nick looked left and had the presence of mind to come back right, read down his progression, and found the open receiver.
Leading receiver on the team, Lucas Taylor, gives Tennessee a first down at the Wyoming 35-yard line. Backs in the I formation on this first down. And they'll try Lennon Crew over left guard. Trying to get to the outside now as he pops it out. Breaks a tackle. Hit down as he gets to the 31-yard line. Pickup of 4. It was designed to go up the middle, but he popped it to the outside. Weston Johnson and Chris Przinski make the stop. And it'll be a second down play.
Not much push. Just a nice job breaking to the outside by Creer to get the yardage that he did.
So Arian Foster, third in the Tennessee record list for rushing, not playing today. And we'll get an explanation when we can. Down to the 31-yard line. I formation. Here's Stevens throwing the ball, and it's intercepted by Wyoming. Mike Newhouse intercepts the pass right out of his hands. He's taken it to the 30, to the 20, down to the 5-yard line. A big turnaround. Lucas Taylor chases him down. Stevens went to throw a pass to the left, and the ball was batted right at the line of right there by Newhouse. He gathered it in on really a very athletic play around the 50-yard line and raced it down to the Tennessee 4-yard line.
The defender, the defensive end, came right up the field. He was within 2 or 3 yards of Tennessee's quarterback, Stevens, when he threw the ball, and he threw it right into his hands. It batted up in the air. He caught it and ran it back.
Wow, you don't expect that, and now Wyoming has it first and goal at the Tennessee 4-yard line after the second interception of the year by Tennessee quarterback Nick Stevens. First and goal, Wyoming, I formation. They roll to the near side. They fire the ball in the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown on a bootleg pass, and right away, Greg Genho, the fullback, flips out in the flat, gets the pass, and Wyoming takes a quick 6-0 lead. In 2 plays, Wyoming gets the interception, and then they get a touchdown pass to the fullback out of the backfield in the end zone, and it's 6-0 Cowboys. Waiting for the snap. And the kick on the way, and with 2 minutes and 4 seconds left to go in the first quarter, Wyoming jumps out in front of Tennessee by a score of 7-0. Wyoming, a team that's been plagued by turnovers all season long, gets a turnover of its own right there. Mike Newhouse makes an interception as he jumps up in front of Nick Stevens, returns the ball from the Wyoming 47-yard line, and he returns it inside the Tennessee 5, and that sets up a touchdown. So it's only the 6th interception all year for Wyoming, but it's converted into points by the Cowboys. So for the second time, Landis kicks off. It's a high, short kick, going to be fielded at the 17-yard line. Dennis Rogan on the near numbers, cuts it back toward the middle, and then gets what he can up to the 35-yard line. Pickup of 20. And so it'll be 1st and 10 Tennessee as Weston Johnson makes the play. Matt Borrella was hurt on the opening kickoff for Wyoming. They have taken him to the locker room to check out his injury. And Mike Stoll's down on the field. Mike, any update on Arian Foster?
Yeah, Bob, the injury report on Arian Foster is a left thigh injury. He is not dressed out, so you will not see him today.
All right, 1st and 10 Tennessee at the Volunteer 36-yard line. Lennon Creer stays in at tailback for Tennessee. Stevens under center against a 5-man front. Stevens, a 2-step drop, throws it out in the flat to Lucas Taylor, and the ball is dropped.
Right in his hands.
Incomplete, yeah.
Hit him right in the belly, and he wanted to run before he caught it, wanted to make an outside spin move. The ball just went right through his hands, down to the ground, missed out on maybe a 6-7 yard gain.
Credit Lucas Taylor, though, for saving a touchdown. He's the guy that chased down Newhouse on that interception and saved the touchdown, at least for the moment, at least for one play. 2nd down and 10. Tennessee has it at its own 36-yard line. Now trailing in this game, 7-0. Wyoming, a 5-man front. Stevens, play fake, steps up, being pressured, looking for somewhere to run. Stevens trying to make something out of this, and then it's taken down at the 37-yard line. Pickup of 2. He felt pressure on a blitz from the outside, stepped up and was finally taken down by Ward Dobbs after dancing around.
2 plays in a row, the interception play and this one where there's somebody coming free on the outside. This time it was a blitzer who forced him to step up in the pocket, and eventually Stevens was flushed. Previously it was the defensive end who really didn't go with the run fake.
3rd down, Tennessee, and 8 yards to go at the Tennessee 38-yard line. Stevens will drop back into the shotgun. 3 wideouts to the right. Stevens waits for the snap, drops to throw. Has some time this time. Winds up, fires up in the middle of the pass. Batted away, intended for Denarius Moore. And it was swatted away by Przinski, their outstanding safety man. It would have been right at the sticks, right about the 45-yard line, but the pass is incomplete. Przinski, the leading tackler, makes a nice defensive play that time.
Bob, it's early in the game, but that throw, if he leads him a little bit further, he's got a completion and got the first down, and Tennessee's offense has just come right back out struggling against a team that's given up a lot of points this year.
So Britton Colquitt on to punt for Tennessee, 26th punt of the year. He's averaging 45 yards per punt at a 71-yarder last week. Hangs that one up into the wind. It's going to be very short. Got a hit at the 33 and take a Wyoming bounce back to the 40. So a very, very short punt by Tennessee, just 22 yards. His backs are in the I formation. Handoff tailback. This is what they want to do a lot. Devin Moore up the middle. Picks up 1 or 2. Nevin McKenzie on the stop. Pickup of 1 for Devin Moore. 2,698 yards in his career. He becomes just the 10th Cowboy to go over 1,000 yards in a single season. But you would expect he'd get the ball a lot today for them. They'll give it to him again on 2nd down and 9 up the middle. Not much there. Maybe a pickup of 1. It'll be 3rd down.
This is a team that will quick snap you. They will come out of the huddle really quickly, go up to the line, go on the first sound, and try to catch you off guard. I'm sure Tennessee's defense has seen that on film, but for the fans, they'll go quick. They'll go before they think the defense is ready, trying to get the play off.
Pickup of 1, 3rd down and 8. Their offensive line is big. They're not real mobile or quick. 3rd down and 8. Wyoming leading in the game 7-0, operating now from its own 42-yard line, right in the middle of the field. Stutzream sends a man in motion, the tight end across the formation, and he drops to throw. Sets up, being pressured, gets out of the first wave, gets to the 45-yard line, breaks a tackle to midfield. He's got a first down into Tennessee territory at the 45-yard line. 3 players converged on him. None of them can bring him down the back of the line of scrimmage, and he scrambles ahead for 13 yards. Robert Ayers and Alex Wilson had a shot at him along with Wes Brown in the backfield, but they couldn't get him down.
Well, about 5 yards past the line of scrimmage, he runs into Tennessee's strong side linebacker who just runs over him essentially. No, not much hit on him at all. 13
yards on that scramble. That'll be a first down for Wyoming into Tennessee territory, 45-yard line. Toss sweep near side. Trying to get to the corner is Moore. Moore to the 45-yard line and take it into the Wyoming bench around the 43 by Eric Berry. 2nd down from the near hash mark. Wyoming with a bunch pattern to the left. Now they send a man in motion that way. 4 receivers that way, and they throw to Moore. The tailback in the middle of all those other receivers catches it, gets down to the 40, down to the 38-yard line where Rico McCoy gets him. They had a little diamond formation, and then they sent Devin Moore, the running back, in motion that way. He got behind those 3 guys in front of him and makes some 3 or 4 yards, Tim.
Interesting play. A trips out left, all pretty close together, and Moore makes it 4. What would have been a trick play, you would call it, if he'd come out and lined up that way. They did it with motion.
3rd down. Wyoming at the Tennessee 39-yard line. 2 wideouts to the right out of the shotgun. Handoff inside to Moore, picking his way, and he's going to be stopped at the 38-yard line. Running left, Rico McCoy brings him down for no gain. Standing back to punt it away is Austin McCoy. He'll stand back at his own 47-yard line. Dennis Rogan drops deep for Tennessee, back at his own 10. McCoy averaging 37 yards per punt as the wind at his back. And it's a low kick that's going to bounce at the 15 and roll inside the 10 and out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. McCoy just kind of hit that one half-heartedly almost, as you might say, just kind of poked it down there, and it rolls out of bounds inside the 4. He didn't put a full thump on that one. 7:20 to go first quarter. It is 7-0 Wyoming. Tennessee coming off its own goal line. Handoff Lennon Creer pounds it out across the 7 6-yard line as he spun down going over left tackle. A pickup of 3 for Creer. It'll be second down. Ward Dobbs makes the play for Wyoming. Their linebackers are very active, and their safety, Tim, they bring him up to the line of scrimmage a lot.
They do, and that's really because they don't really respect Tennessee throwing the ball, and Tennessee's offensive line really so far not getting much push.
Second down, 7, Tennessee from its own 7-yard line, trailing 7-0. Stevens under center, backs in the I formation. Stevens back to throw. Sets up, got time, fires a deep out pattern to the right side, and nobody's home. Austin Rogers was running a fly pattern, and Nick Stevens obviously thought he was going to cut it off around the 25-yard line. The pass just hits green grass out there, incomplete. Third down.
I hate to say it, but it's just kind of the same sputtering offense. They don't look like they're on the same page. Nick's made a couple of mistakes early, and now they're backed up. A turnover here, and you'd be in tough shape.
And Wyoming, remember, has the wind here in the first quarter with 6:37 to go. Third down, 7. Tennessee from its own 7-yard line. Stevens out of the shotgun, drops to throw. Sets up, has some time, fires. That pass is going to be caught at the 18-yard line, and now they say incomplete. They say the ball hit the turf as Josh Briscoe went high to grab it, had it for a moment, but on the way down he couldn't hang on to it, so it's incomplete up at the 18-yard line. And Tennessee will have to bring the punting team in.
Bob, it's a ball that you just got to throw low to give him a chance. He's got 4 defenders around him. The throw was high, and Briscoe had to go high, and that gave the defense a chance to break up the play. If you throw it down in his belly, he's got it.
Second punt of the day for Britton Colquitt. He's standing back in his own end zone. Colquitt, his first punt just went 22 yards. He bangs this one out. It's another short punt into the wind. That's going to be fair caught at the Tennessee 47-yard line by Brandon Stewart. 41 yards on that punt, so good decision by Joe Glenn of Wyoming to play field position. Gets the ball back in Tennessee territory. 1st and 10, leading 7-0 with 6:18 to go in the first quarter. And the Cowboys will come back out with Stutzream as the quarterback. 14 of 22 coming on the year into the game, throwing the football. Now 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. He'll bootleg on first down, going out right. Looking's being pressured. Now he fires. That pass is going to be incomplete down at the 31-yard line. Stutzream had some time. He rolled right. Nobody was open. He tried to hit Chris Johnson. That pass was knocked away by D'Angelo Willingham. It'll be second down and 10, Wyoming from the 48-yard line in Tennessee territory.
Looks like when they want Stutzream to throw, it's some kind of bootleg action or something. He certainly does not have a classic delivery. It's more of a sidearm throw.
Second down. Stutzream will go under center. They've played as many as 4 quarterbacks in a single game. They've just sputtered that much on offense. They'll try more up the middle, and he's going nowhere. Bottled up, dropped. Devontae Bolden gets him in the backfield. That's a loss of 2 actually on the play as Devontae Bolden, the senior from Chattanooga, makes the play.
Just good penetration up front by Bolden. He's quicker than the defender against him, and he just beats him to the spot. And the handoff is coming pretty deep in the backfield. The play's a little slow developing, and he was there.
Third down and 11 now for Wyoming, backed up almost at midfield. They scrimmage on the power T in the middle of Shields-Watkins Field on third down and 12 yards to go. Stutzream under center, retreats to throw. He sets up, he's got time, dumps the ball down the side to the seam pattern. It's complete, but for very short yardage as Devin Moore makes the catch. Devin McKenzie hits him. I'm not sure he wasn't looking to maybe throw that ball further down the field, but Moore kind of stepped in front of it and grabbed it. And so it'll be short of the first down. Now he was throwing to Moore, so it'll be fourth down. Fourth down and 6. He had a player running down the near boundary, but elected to go underneath to Moore. It'll be fourth down and 6. As dropping back is Austin McCoy, back at his own 42-yard line. Deep is Dennis Rogan. There's the punt with the wind. It's a high floater. Rogan's going to watch it bounce at the 5 and kick into the end zone. 44-yard punt. And it'll be a touchback for Tennessee as the ball hits inside the 5, and it'll be Tennessee first and 10 at its own 20-yard line. Nick Stevens, 2 of 7 for 18 yards through the air, but he's missed his last 5 passes. Torrin Poole now in at tailback for Tennessee. Freshman out of Toccoa, Georgia. He's in the I formation behind his fullback. Cooper, handoff Poole up the middle, spins it out to the 25 to the 27-yard line. Picks up 8 yards on first down. Chris Prozinski, the safety, makes the tackle. That's only Poole's 12th carry of the year. Came in very impressive during spring practice. And then just kind of got behind Creer, Hardesty, and Foster. But now with Hardesty and Foster out, Poole might get a bunch of carries today. He's a freshman, lined up in the offset eye on 2nd down and 2 from the Tennessee 28-yard line. Wyoming showing a 5-man front this time. And bringing their safety again up to the line of scrimmage. Stevens hands off Poole. Poole hitting the backfield, falls ahead close to the 30, and he lost the ball. The ball's loose. And let's see if they're going to say he's down. Say he's down just shy of the 30-yard line. So Torrin Poole lost that ball, but they ruled he was down. Mike Juergens fell on it. And so Tennessee will have it 3rd down and short. Pickup of 1. Downstairs to Mike.
Yeah, Bob, in Tennessee's offense, and your quarterback is struggling. He's not on the same page with the receivers. You put it on your offensive line. You go to running the football. Tennessee has the athletic advantage up front. They need to take advantage of it.
3rd down and short. Tennessee just shy of its own 30-yard line. Stevens under center, backs in the I formation. Stevens tries his tailback, Poole, and he's going to spin over right guard for a first down across the 30, out to the 33-yard line. So that time, Tennessee ran behind Chris Scott, Anthony Parker, and they pick up a first down. Pick up a 4.
All 3 plays, a little better push out of the offensive line than they had earlier in the ballgame. Not great, but a little bit better.
And so Tennessee will have it out at its own 32-yard line, trailing in this game 7-0. Wyoming shuffling players up and out, and now they get set. Tennessee 1st and 10 at its own 32-yard line. Wyoming a 4-man front on this set. Stevens under center. Poole's his tailback. They'll try Poole, looking for running room. Cuts it back up the middle, gets out close to the 40-yard line and taken down. Another good surge on first down. A pickup of 8. John Fletcher, the defensive tackle, makes the stop. He has 16 career sacks. Had 2 last week against San Diego State, so he anchors that defensive front.
Nice job by Poole of finding the soft spot. He's running. He hadn't had many carries this year, but he's finding the little crease and finding the soft spot and making the most he can out of the plays.
2nd down and 2. 2:17 to go here in the first quarter. Stevens under center. Stevens back to hands it off on the delay handoff to Poole, who surges ahead right up the middle and picks up a first down, a pickup of 3. And so another first down as Gabe Napton makes the stop for Wyoming.
Bob, nothing fancy about this. They're not trying to fool anybody. They're lining up tight end, 2 wide outs. One of them comes in motion, the wing back to get in blocking position. They're kind of saying, we're running at you, and you see if you can stop us.
Poole goes out of the game after 5 carries, and now into the game comes Lennon Creer. First down, Tennessee at its own 44-yard line. Stevens under center. 6-man front this time for Wyoming. They walk up a cornerback, and they'll try Lennon Creer up the middle. He's hit from the backside and dropped by that blitzing cornerback, Quincy Rogers, as Creer tried to take it right, cut it back, and he ran right into Rogers, but a pickup of 3 on the play.
If you ever have somebody set up for play action, that's what 7 straight run plays, all just, or 6 or 7, and all out of 2 tight end set. If you're going to set somebody up for play action, you ought to have it set up now.
2nd down, 6. Tennessee with the ball at its own 48-yard line. 1 minute to go in the first quarter. Wyoming leads 7-0. Stevens offset on to the right. Now they send the tailback Creer in motion out to the right wing. Stevens back to throw out of the empty backfield. Being blitzed. Going to be taken down back at the 37-yard line by Mike Juergens, the blitzing outside linebacker. And he was able to roll Nick Stevens down for a loss of right at 11 yards.
Bob, Jacques McClendon just whiffed at left guard. He just absolutely whiffed, and his man came scot-free. No blitz, no stunt, just ran right by him and made the play.
So it'll be 3rd down and 17 at Tennessee. And Jacques McClendon, Tim, has just left the game. So they make a sub there as Vladimir Richard is back in. 3rd down, 17. Stevens out of the shotgun, now back at his own 37-yard line. Stevens back to throw against a three-man front. Little swing pass out to the right, complete to Lucas Taylor, but he's going to be taken down at the 46-yard line, well short of the first down. They got about a half of it back, a pickup of 9, but well short of the first down, and Britton Colquitt and the punting team has to come back out. Chris Brzezinski makes the stop for Wyoming, and that'll take us to the end of the first quarter. So Wyoming on a pass interception and a 4-yard touchdown pass has the only score here in the first quarter. At the end of one at Neyland Stadium on homecoming, our score is Wyoming 7, Tennessee nothing. Britton Colquitt into punt, and he bangs it high and wobbly. It's going to be a fair catch, signaled for and made by Brandon Stewart down at the 11-yard line, and that's where the Cowboys will take over 1st and 10. First quarter stats: Tennessee 3 first downs, Wyoming 1. Rushing yards, Tennessee 26, Wyoming 15. Passing yards 27-14. Total yards, Tennessee 19 for 53, Wyoming 11 for 29. 1st and 10 Cowboys at the 11. Selden in now at tailback for the Cowboys. They hand it to him up the middle, and he's rocked at the line of scrimmage and dropped by Dan Williams. No gain on the play. Wynell Selden, the other running back. He's 6 foot, a senior from San Diego, California. He had 124 yards last week against San Diego State. They call him together Thunder and Lightning. And Selden is the thunder of the deal.
They just haven't struck very many times this season.
It'll be 2nd down. 10 yards to go, Wyoming from its own 11-yard line. Leading in the game 7-0. Handoff again, tailback. Selden gets to the outside, going over right tackle, and pushes ahead for maybe 4. Here's a 3rd down pass. It's complete out on this near flat, complete to the wideout, Greg Bowling. He's going to be hit down at the 26-yard line. That's a 1st down. Pickup of 11, and that time just on a quick snap. Stutzreen stood up and fired the ball out in the left flat and was complete at a pickup of 11 yards. Marcellus Johnson makes the tackle, but the Cowboys have their 2nd first down of the day. So move it out to the 26-yard line, 1st down. Early in the second quarter, 7-0 Wyoming. Stutzreen 4 of 5 through the air for 25 yards. Back to throw again. This time he looks right, fires the pass incomplete up at the 32-yard line, intended for his tight end, Chris Sundberg, and Rico McCoy there defending. So Wyoming now comes out firing the last 2 plays.
On the 3rd down play, just got really soft play out of the corner for Tennessee. That time much tighter.
2nd down on a quick snap. They hand it up the middle to Selden. Selden's open up to the 35, out to the 38-yard line. They got quick snap that time. Tennessee's defensive front was not set, and Selden got the handoff and rumbles ahead 13 yards for a 1st down, out to the 39-yard line.
Twice they quick snapped them, and twice Tennessee really wasn't ready.
So 1st and 10 Cowboys now putting together a decent drive coming from its own 11-yard line. Now out to the Wyoming 39. Under center, Stutzreen, handoff tailback, coming near side. Selden gets to the 45-yard line, still on his feet to midfield and into Tennessee territory, down to the 49-yard line, where Dennis Rogan rolls him down.
Right now you're getting a little more effort out of the guys in white than you are the guys in orange. Selden is a bigger back. He's about 217, 220, and that time he runs over Tennessee's linebacker and he runs over Tennessee's cornerback, gets a 1st down.
This is the team last week that rushed for 378 yards against San Diego State. Selden has 4 carries for 28. 1st and 10, Wyoming from the Tennessee 49. Stutzreen rolls out, fires the pass downfield, complete and out of bounds to Brandon Stewart on the right side. There is a penalty flag down.
Offsides on the defense, left defensive end. The penalty is declined. It'll be a 1st down.
Pick up a 15 yards on the play, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
Just play action rollout, absolutely no pressure on the quarterback. Soft corner, got the play.
1st and 10 Cowboys at the Tennessee 35. Wyoming leads 7-0, marching into Tennessee territory. Here's an end around coming to the left side, picking up good yardage down to the 26-yard line comes Brandon Stewart. He was lined up, split out to the right, came across the formation, got the handoff by Stutzreen, and picks up 8 yards, and now he heads to the sideline with a sore shoulder that's plagued him all season long, but a good pickup there.
And Wyoming's really making it look easy. They're running straight at Tennessee. They're throwing on the rollouts. They're throwing quick. They're running reverses. They seem to be doing what they want to.
2nd down and 2 from the Tennessee 27-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Stutzring, he rolls right. Sets up, has time, fires the ball deep down the sideline. That's going to be out of bounds. Incomplete, just kind of threw it away down at the 10-yard line. 11:39 to go, second quarter. Clock stopped. Wyoming leads 7-0. This is the 10th play of this drive, and Tim, this has taken this crowd totally out of this game.
Well, Tennessee had a chance to get them backed up. Tennessee's offense is limited, so if they stop them back there kicking into the wind, they had a chance to get field position in midfield. Now you got a threat of scoring by Wyoming.
3rd down and 2. Cowboys, they go to what they call their outlaw package. Out of the shotgun with running backs and an offset eye. Stutzring, screen pass near side. It's wide open to the tight end Sundberg down to the 20-yard line. He somersaulted down by Dennis Rogan, but that'll be a 1st down. They sent all the motion to the right, and then Stutzring stood up and fired back left to the tight end who was all by himself. He picks up 7, and it's a 1st down. Cowboys. Well-designed play.
Well-designed play. Everything goes right. One guy stays left. The defensive end just ran by him. The cornerback was not over there. If the safety doesn't get there, he probably scores.
1st and 10, Cowboys. At the Tennessee 21-yard line, Wyoming leads 7-0, and they're looking for more. Stutzring under center. Handoff Selden, the tailback, and this time he doesn't make much. Fighting his way for a yard, perhaps. Alex Wilson and Rico McCoy, the linebackers, come up and make the play. Last week, Wyoming only threw the ball 6 times. In fact, in 4 games this year, they've had less than 10 pass completions in a game. But today, they've been able to mix it up, running and throwing. 2nd down, 10. Out of the shotgun, Stutzring with a bunch package to the right, rolls that way, looks, fires the ball, and that's going to be incomplete. Just threw it away down at the 11-yard line. Tennessee had that one well covered, and Stutzring, somebody apparently ran the wrong way, and Stutzring is talking to a couple of his guys as he goes back to the huddle, as now they're facing a 3rd down, and right at 9 yards to go from the Tennessee 20-yard line. Clock stopped.
They're going with unbalanced line and with 3 backs all to the wide side of the field. The only thing they've got left on the backside is a tight end.
They've had 9 passes and 12 rushes so far in this game. 3rd down and 10, Cowboys from the Tennessee 20. Stutzring rolls right, fires the pass again. That's going to be a diving attempt by Buckholder down at the 12-yard line. And let's say, did he get his toe in bounds? And they're going to rule as he just stretched out, grabbed it, and they say it is a catch, but short of the 1st down at the 14-yard line. Pretty good effort by Travis Buckholder. And so now they're going to send the field goal unit out.
And certainly makes a field goal a lot more. It's 31 instead of being something that's like 39.
This will be from the far hash mark. And Jake Scott, just 5 of 7 on field goal attempts this year. We'll try this one from the right hash mark, a 31-yard attempt. Snap down, kick on the way, spinning for the uprights, and that kick is no good. So Jake Scott misses a short field goal, and the Tennessee defense keeps them off the board. 9:56 to go in the second quarter. The score stays Wyoming 7 and Tennessee nothing. 10. Tennessee now in the second quarter has the wind at its back. And Stevens operates under center. Lennon Creer is the tailback. Stevens tries him over left guard. There's nothing there. He is going to be stuffed and shoved back, and that'll be a loss on the play. Try to go over left guard, but there were 3 Cowboys waiting for him in the pass, and Weston Johnson is the first guy there along with John Fletcher.
He goes left like he's going left guard or tackle. That's stopped up, so he tries to go back right, and there's just more. There's just absolutely nowhere to go. 3 defenders in the backfield.
-2 on the play. John Fletcher there, but it was really Fred Givens, the nose tackle, that just stuffed the play and pushed everybody back. 2nd down and 12. He's a little fire plug, about 6 foot, 310 or so in the middle, just hard to block. 2nd down, Stevens back to throw. Quick slant. That's intercepted at the 20-yard line. Down to the 10, to the 5, to the end zone. Touchdown, Ward Dobbs. Stepped right in front of a Nick Stevens pass at the 25-yard line and took it back down the right sideline for a touchdown. Stevens' second interception of the day, and the Cowboys have converted both of them into touchdowns.
Bob, it was a quick slant, and again, there was penetration. Tennessee's right guard didn't get a block, and the guy lined up in between him or on his shoulder came in and tipped the ball right at the line of scrimmage. He had penetration into the backfield, and that's what caused the interception to occur.
Second interception of the year for Ward Dobbs, and that one's for a score. There's the snap, and on the extra point attempt, that kick is no good. So, Wyoming misses the extra point, but still has the lead. And Tennessee has 2 turnovers in the game, and it's cost them points. 13-0 Wyoming. This is a Wyoming team that came into this game among the leaders in turnovers in the nation with 29. They'd fumbled the ball 14 times, 15 interceptions. Tennessee had only had 13 turnovers all season, but now has 2 interceptions in this game. That's 7 now on the season. 15 turnovers on the season, and a lot of those have produced points for the other team. There's the kickoff again by Landis. That's going to be a kick down to the 11-yard line, fielded by Rogan. To the 15, 20, 25, out to the 30, and now to the 32-yard line where he's taken down on a pickup of 20. So, Tennessee will have decent field position, trying to muster some kind of offense, and Jonathan Crompton now comes in at quarterback for Tennessee. Crompton replaces Nick Stevens after Stevens throws his second interception of the day. Crompton, 6'4", junior from Waynesville, North Carolina. Thrown 2 touchdown passes, 4 interceptions so far this year. Backs in the I formation. First down. Handoff tailback up the middle. Poole with it. Out close to the 35-yard line. A pickup of 4. Dennis Rogan with that last kickoff return goes over 1,000 yards in his career, and he's 5th best all-time in Tennessee history in kickoff returns. So that's a positive so far in this game for Tennessee. 8.5 minutes to go second quarter. It's Wyoming 13, Tennessee nothing. Crompton will be under center with his backs in the I formation on second down and 6 from the Tennessee 35. Handoff, Poole coming up the middle, keeping those legs churning, and fights out close to the 40-yard line. Good struggle that time, but Torin Poole. Tim, he's one of those guys that really impressed the coaches during spring practices in the fall. He's 5'10", about 210 or so, 215, runs hard.
He does. He's kind of a knuckleball runner. He's not a sprinter, but he keeps his legs moving. He's got good balance, seems to find the hole, good spin move. Not going to win the 100-yard dash, but pretty tough. 7
carries, 33 yards already in this game. Coming in all season, he'd had just 11 carries. Third down and short. Tennessee has it from its own 40-yard line. Handoff Poole up the middle. He's going to spin and fall forward and get a first down. Out across the 41-yard line, close to the 42. Brings a man in motion, Gerald Jones. They're going to toss sweep left. Torian Poole gets to the corner, and he's spun off his feet and taken down. A nice play by Gibson, the cornerback, who comes up and knifes around his ankles and spins him down for a pickup of 3. Pretty steady diet of running the football now for Tennessee. Mike, obviously a lot of time left, and this Tennessee team just has to establish something they can count on.
Well, they have to put a hat on a hat. They are getting pushed around. They're missing assignments up front offensively. They are not on the same, everybody communicating on the same page, but they have to get a spark or your defense is going to be out on the field too long.
Second down and 7. Tennessee from its own 47-yard line. Crompton back to throw on play action and throws the ball at the feet of his fullback out in the flat, incomplete. Crompton, good play fake, got back, set up, and just threw it right at the ankles of Kevin Cooper, incomplete on the right side.
And he had Cooper open in the flat. It wasn't going to be a huge gain, but you look like he could have gotten 8 or 10 yards out of it in the first down. A ball hit his feet. It's kind of like Dave Clausen said earlier in the week or maybe last week. We don't have a fastball. We don't have something that we know we can go to, a strikeout pitch or something that's you can consistently count on to work. They just have never developed that in this offense the whole season.
See what happens here on 3rd and 7 from the Tennessee 47-yard line. Crompton out of the shotgun, 2 wideouts on either side. Back to throw. Quick slants complete to Josh Briscoe. Depends on where they mark it. Makes the catch down at the Wyoming 47-yard line. And that's right exactly where he's got to get a first down. Quincy Rogers on the tackle, but a good throw and a good catch that time on the quick slant by Josh Briscoe. Good for a Tennessee first down.
Nice play by Briscoe to hang on because he got popped. It was a slant. The safety saw it coming all the way. He got hit hard, but he hung on and got just enough. I mean, by inches, the first down.
7th play of this drive is Jonathan Crompton trying to lead Tennessee down the field. His team trailing 13-0. Creer now in at tailback for Tennessee. They operate out of the I formation from the Wyoming 46-yard line. Handoff Creer, left side. Going to be hit, breaks a tackle, but not the second. And again, there's that safety coming up. Or Dobbs, a linebacker, also there, and nowhere to go really for Lennon Creer. It'll be second down. No gain on that carry from the Wyoming 47-yard line. 2 tight ends in the game. And Crompton fakes to his tailback, rolls back, and he's going to be hit and fumbles the football when he's hit back at the 45-yard line. Scrambling back to get it is Gerald Jones. Tennessee maintains possession, but a big loss on the play as Quincy Rogers blitzing from the corner. He beat the tailback trying to block him and then just took the ball away from Crompton. Gerald Jones able to fall on it, but it's back at the 45-yard line, a loss of 8.
Gerald Jones was in motion to try to get the secondary to rotate that way, but also secondarily as a blocker. They didn't expect it apparently, but the cornerback blitzed and he beat Jones and slapped the ball out of Crompton's hand.
It wasn't a blind side. It was coming right at Crompton, but yet he wasn't able to see the blitzer and get rid of the ball. Play clock down to 1. They finally snap it on 3rd down and 19. Crompton back to throw. Pass over the middle. Incomplete for Austin Rogers down at the 45-yard line. And so now on 4th down, the punting team comes back out. Colquitt back at his own 30. Gets the snap, gets rid of it. There's a beautiful high driving spiral. It's going to bounce at the 5, kick straight up in the air. Tennessee's going to down it at the 1-yard line. Sensational punt by Britton Colquitt, 54 yards. And Denarius Moore sprinting down there was able to get it after it bounced once and kept it out of the end zone. So Tennessee's kicking game is going to pin the Cowboys back at the 1-yard line. So far it's been happy for the Cowboys. They lead Tennessee 13-0. Backed up now at the 1-yard line. They'll try a quarterback sneak. And Chris Stutzream just trying to wedge out some room. Picks up 1. Dan Williams limps off the field, injured on that play. 2nd down and 8. Handoff up the middle, tailback running hard and trying to break some tackles, and doing that is Devin Moore out close to the 10-yard line. He was running over the umpire. He was running over Tennessee linebackers. Picks up 8 yards running hard. Devin Moore gets Wyoming off the goal line and now in position to make it 3rd down and short.
I've heard of the 12th man before, but that time the umpire got a better lick on Moore than anybody else. He had his hands on him for about 5 yards. Otherwise, he might break it.
He was trying to get out of the way. 3rd down short. Handoff tailback up the middle, and falling forward close to the 1st down is Devin Moore. Nevin McKenzie wraps him up and drops him. 13-0 Cowboys here in the 2nd quarter. Stutzream hands off again, tailback. Moore puts his head down and punches forward for a couple. 2nd down 9, Cowboys from the 13. Handoff Moore in the backfield. He spun down and dropped. Tennessee got pressure. It was Eric Berry slicing through there, getting him in the backfield. Robert Ayers finally pins him. A loss of 4. And Tennessee makes a nice defensive play and stops the clock with another timeout. 4-man front for Tennessee. Stutzream is under center. They'll hand off to his tailback. Moore to the outside to the 15 to the 20. Across the 20 out to the 23-yard line. That's a 1st down. Pickup of 13 on 3rd down and 12. Moore picks up 13 yards over right tackle. And the Cowboys will get a 1st down and probably can run out this clock unless they want to try and get adventurous here. They're going to keep it on the ground. Hand off out across the 25-yard line. Goes to Moore again. Pick up a 4. Dennis Rogan makes the tackle. Stutzream in no hurry. Walking down the line of scrimmage, making the call. 10 seconds on the play clock. Stutzream now under center. And he'll try his tailback again. Up the middle. Moore to the 35-yard line to the 40. Tripped up as he gets to the 40-yard line. Dennis Rogan maybe saved a touchdown as Moore just came knifing through that line of scrimmage and gobbles up 13 more yards. What a quick back through the hole.
He's fast, and they're punching some little holes, and he's finding the place to go.
1:24 to go, and the clock runs. First down, Wyoming now at its own 40-yard line. They brought this ball off the Wyoming 1. Handoff, tailback. Moore this time. I'll make that Selden this time. Slips down at the 41-yard line. DeMonte Bolden pins him after a pickup of 2. Down to 1 minute to go in the second quarter. This big homecoming crowd, not a whole lot to cheer about so far in this first half. 50 seconds to go in the half. Wyoming in no hurry. As Stutzring stands in the middle of the field and looks over to the sideline. The play clock down to 14 seconds. The Cowboys have 3 timeouts remaining. They haven't used one yet. Handoff, tailback. Up the middle, Moore spins it out across the 45-yard line to the 47. And Wyoming goes to the locker room here in this homecoming game 2008, leading Tennessee by a score of 13-0.
Gentlemen.
13-0. You know, so far this season, it has been a season filled with mistakes for the Volunteers, especially on offense, and that trend continued today in the first half. Let's take a look at some of those first half highlights, if you will, and it's Tennessee on its first offensive possession. The pass is tipped by linebacker Mike Newhouse, and he's going to ramble inside the 5, tackled by Tennessee's Lucas Taylor. Next play, Chris Stutzring, the quarterback, to Greg Genho, and just like that, the Cowboys are up 7-0. They try a field goal. Jake Scott misses. He is wide left, and the score remains 7-0. Tennessee again back on offense. This time, Stevens is intercepted by Ward Dobbs, and he takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. And then Jake Scott's extra point attempt is no good, wide left, and it is 13-0. The Wyoming Cowboys with the first half lead. Statistically speaking, it is Wyoming with a big advantage, decided advantage in total yards, 151-65. 39 of those 65 yards coming courtesy of Torian Poole on the ground. The Volunteers sticking out in my mind, 12 pass attempts, only 4 completions, and again, those 2 big turnovers, the 2 interceptions leading directly to touchdowns or points for the Wyoming Cowboys. Again, your score at the half, 13-0 Wyoming. We're back with the second half kickoff right after this timeout. Back at Neyland Stadium, the Volunteers trying to pick up win number 4 of the season. We'll see if they can do it. The Vol Network team of Bob Kessling, Tim Priest, and Mike Stoll are ready with the second half call.
Kickoff is on the way by Chad Cunningham to open the second half. Going to go down to the 1-yard line and bring it out of there is going to be Moore. Moore up to the 15-20, still on his feet, out across the 30 into the 32-yard line. Great return by Devin Moore. He's been very impressive running the football today. Nick Reveiz makes the stop for Tennessee. It's a pickup of 31 yards, and it'll be 1st and 10. Cowboys leading 13-0. They'll put it down at the 31-yard line. Coming back at quarterback, Stutzring, 6 of 10 for 46 yards and a touchdown in the first half. They'll have it 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. Under center, Stutzring on the first down play. And they'll fake to the tailback, throw it out in the flat. That's incomplete. Bootleg pass to Sundberg intended. Tennessee got good pressure from Wes Brown, who got back there and disrupted the play. And so a little pressure that time from the corner forces Stutzring to throw it before he wanted to. And Adam Myers-White was out there in the flat defending against Sundberg. Leading rusher in the first half for the Cowboys, Devin Moore, 13 carries for 47 yards. He's in at tailback on 2nd down and 10. Tennessee with a 5-man front. They'll try the tailback up the middle. Nothing. Taken down for no gain. Wes Brown again comes across the line of scrimmage to throw it for a 1-yard loss. Tim, Wes Brown's been a great story this year, playing every week on a bad knee, but he's not making any excuses, just braces it up and goes.
He does, and he wore the brace during the week, and he just wear a sleeve in the games. Now he has to wear a brace on his knee. He's playing with pain, but he's playing hard. 3rd down and 10, opening drive here in the third quarter. Tennessee would love to get a 3-and-out and get the ball back. This will be Stutzring under center on 3rd down. Drops to throw, sets up, being flushed by Wes Brown, and he's going to throw the pass. It's going to be incomplete
up at the 32-yard line out of bounds. So a very good series by Tennessee's Wes Brown as Brown gets back there and forces Stutstream to throw the ball before he wants to. And so Wyoming has to punt the ball.
Wes Brown caused the incompletion on the first play, got the tackle for a loss on the second play, caused the incompletion on the third play. He's playing with some effort, and that's exactly what Tennessee needed to get good field position.
Austin McCoy back to punt, a 3-and-out for the Cowboys. And they only had the ball for a minute here in this third quarter. There's the snap, and a low kick, not a very good one, is going to bounce at the 40, take a Wyoming kick, and that will be downed at the 36-yard line. Just a 34-yard punt. Crompton in the first half, 1 of 3 for 8 yards, coming on in relief of Nick Stevens. Crompton now under center on first down is running back Lennon Creer, playing for Arian Foster, who's not been in the game at all today. Crompton on a bootleg comes near side, gets rid of the ball, throws it up the field, complete to midfield to Luke Stocker, rolled down at the 47-yard line. Crompton drifting out to the right, nobody open, and he finally saw Luke Stocker down the boundary and hit him for a good pickup and a first down.
Nifty play. The defensive lineman had his hands on him, but Crompton got the ball away, kept looking downfield for a receiver.
Pickup of 11. Tennessee in a no huddle right now, quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Crompton drops back to throw. Here's a blitz. He's hit as he throws. That pass is going to be broken up, incomplete at the 43-yard line, almost intercepted by the cornerback Gibson. He was ready to jump that route, got right in front of Austin Rogers on the out pattern and knocked it away along that far sideline. Handoff, tailback, up the middle. Lennon Creer breaks a tackle. Creer to the 45-yard line, to the 40, still running hard and knocked out of bounds finally at the 30-yard line. Lennon Creer coming right, broke a couple tackles and gallops for 23 yards. The first time Tennessee's had a rush over 20 yards since the Auburn game.
It was designed to go left. He saw the opening back to the right, got by the defensive end, and then just ran by 2 of the guys in the secondary.
Lennon Creer giving this Tennessee offense a spark. First down, Tennessee, from the Wyoming 30-yard line. Ball on this near hash. Tennessee down 13-0. Crompton under center. Sends Jones in motion. Fakes to the tailback, rolls out, bootleg, batted down in the backfield again. It was intended in the flat to Gerald Jones, and then jumping up and batting the ball away was Mike Juergens, the defense or the linebacker, the outside linebacker. Wyoming with a 5-man front. They shift to the right. Crompton under center. Delay handoff. Lennon Creer gets it down to the 25-yard line to the 20, and he's taken down close to a first down. On second down and 10, Lennon Creer gobbles up 10 more yards. Quincy Rogers, the safety, makes the stop.
Mike, it looks like somebody had a heart-to-heart with this offensive line in the dressing room.
Well, there's always room for a good pep talk, and I'm sure they got one, but they still got to finish this thing off. They are coming off better, and they're executing a little bit quicker. They've got more tempo.
Weston Johnson made that last tackle for Wyoming. Third down and inches inside the Wyoming 21-yard line. Tight formation for Tennessee. Backs in the eye. Handoff to the tailback. Lennon Creer gets his first down, and he spins forward down to the 17-yard line, running over right tackle. A pickup of 4 on the play, and Ward Dobbs on the stop for the Cowboys. But a very impressive opening drive here in the third quarter by Tennessee. And the Volunteers are now in the orange zone inside the 20.
Bob, Tennessee's been in this position a lot this year and not able to finish it off. I think Mike spoke the exact thing that's on everybody's mind. Can they finish this drive? Can they stick it in the end zone?
75% of the time they've scored. 21 of 28. 14 touchdowns. First and 10 at the 18. Lennon Creer, the tailback. Tight end and a wide receiver to the right, but they're going to throw back left. Crompton overshoots his man, Denarius Moore, down at the 10-yard line. Looked right, came back firing left on the out pattern. Too much steam on it through the hands of Denarius Moore. It'll be second down and 10.
Well, you want to throw that ball on the back shoulder, but you want it down low enough where the receiver can catch it. It was just a little too high.
It'll be second down and 10. Clock stopped with 11:27 to go third quarter. Denarius Moore flanks out wide to the right, and Brandon Warren is wide to the other side. Second down, 10 to go. Tennessee right in the middle of the field. Backs in the I formation. Crompton back to throw. Sets up. Looks, fade pattern, near side end zone, making a diving attempt. No good, incomplete. Intended for Gerald Jones. Diving in the end zone, and Jones is a little bit slow to get up. Good attempt that time by Tennessee's wideout. Ran down the field and made an out in the end zone, but the pass just off his fingertips.
Again, I think Tennessee, both their quarterbacks, are just delivering the ball a little too late. You got to throw it a little bit sooner and anticipate where the receiver's going.
3rd down 10. Again, the ball in the middle of the field. 11:19 to go, 3rd quarter. Play clock is down to 10. Crompton brings his team to the line of scrimmage. 3 wide outs to the left on 3rd down and 10 from the Wyoming 18-yard line. Crompton out of the shotgun, drops to throw, looks, sets up, fires over the middle, complete, down to the 7-yard line to Austin Rogers. That was a strike by Crompton down to the 7, and that'll be a 1st down. Rogers hit right away when he caught the ball, but a good throw and a good catch. 1st and goal, Tennessee at the Wyoming 8-yard line. Crompton under center, backs in the eye. Crompton, handoff, tailback, Lennon Creer looking for running room, and there's nothing there. Taken down. Coming up to make the play, Ward Dobbs. A loss on the play, a loss of 1. Dobbs has been very active today, has the interception for the touchdown, and has been one of Wyoming's better tacklers today.
Dobbs is from Fairbanks, Alaska. He must think he's playing in a heat wave in November.
Preseason All-Mountain West Conference performer. 2nd down goal, Tennessee from the Wyoming 8-yard line. Crompton under center this time. Fakes a handoff, throws the pass, down to the 5, down to the 4, down to the 3. Touchdown, Gerald Jones. Jonathan Crompton with an opening touchdown drive, leading the Volunteers into the end zone, and Gerald Jones from 8 yards out gets the touchdown strike, and Tennessee cuts the Wyoming lead to 13-6.
Bob, it was a flood route to the right, everybody going wide, but the receiver, Jones, kind of curled back to the inside. The flow went by him. He caught it and then cut back over the middle for the touchdown.
Nice pass. Tennessee only has 10 men on the field, so they hustle another player out there to try this extra point. Bram Canada put it down. The snap is on the way. There's a penalty flag down. Daniel Lincoln boots it up and through. Tennessee goes 11 plays, 64 yards, and took 3:37 off the clock, as Tennessee now has cut the Wyoming lead to 6. Break for our stations with 10:08 to go in the 3rd quarter. Wyoming 13, Tennessee 7. Back in a moment. This is Tennessee football on the Vol Network. Chad Cunningham to kick it off left to right. Wind at his back. Kicks a high, short one. That's going to be taken by an up back at the 18-yard line to the 25, up to the 30, and out to close to the 37-yard line. So Wyoming going to have good field position, as Mike Newhouse, the guy who returned that interception for the touchdown earlier, returns that kickoff 17 yards. And so now the Cowboys will take over 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. On the first possession this half, Wyoming went 3 and out, and 3 plays all made by Wes Brown. Now the Cowboys have it 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. Stutzream, the quarterback, out of the shotgun with 2 wide outs to the left. Inside handoff going right. Devin Moore tries to get to the corner, does, to the 40, 45, and knocked out of bounds by Dennis Rogan right around the 47-yard line. Pickup of 11. Tim, he can really scoot Devin Moore.
He can, and they got Tennessee. They had the strong formation left. A tight end to the right was the only player to that side, and Tennessee lined up with a defense with no corner on that side, and they had a safety, but he was inside the tackle. That allowed him to get around the end.
15 carries, 57 yards for Moore. 1st down from the 44, Stutzream. Going to pass the ball, being pressured, and throws the ball away down the right sideline. Into the Tennessee bench, incomplete again. Tennessee got good defensive pressure again, as Wes Brown was back there in the backfield. Wyoming 13, Tennessee 7. Stutzream out of the shotgun. Inside handoff goes, no, they keep it on an option. Stutzream keeps it coming to their side, loses the ball. Tennessee has picked up the fumble at the 47-yard line. Dennis Rogan. Stutzream trying to get some extra yardage, was stripped by Walter Fisher. The ball bounces free, and Dennis Rogan falls on it. Only the 2nd fumble that the Tennessee defense has recovered all season, but this gives Tennessee great field position at its own 48-yard line after the turnover.
Walter Fisher pulled it out. A really good job. A defensive tackle. This is an option play all the way down the line of scrimmage. Walter Fisher pursued and then ripped the ball out, making the tackle.
Tennessee now has a chance to take the lead with a touchdown. 1st and 10. The Volunteers have it at the 49-yard line. Lennon Creer, the tailback, looking for running room up the middle, and this time the Cowboys stuff him at the line of scrimmage. Maybe one. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for Lennon Creer, and Mike Juergens again makes another outstanding play. Their outside linebacker out of this 3-4 setup. It'll be 2nd down. They're going to give him a yard on the play. 2nd down and 9. They scrimmage on the power tee in the middle of the field. At the 50-yard line stripe. Crompton out of the shotgun. Back to throw. Sets up. Got time. Throws a pass behind the intended receiver, Lucas Taylor, down at the 37-yard line. Tried to hit him on a quick slant, and Lucas Taylor, the ball was behind him. And so it'll be now 3rd down and 8.
Crompton looked right to begin with. Looked back left, and the throw was there on the deep slant. It was going to be about a 12, 15-yard gain. He just threw it behind the receiver.
3rd down. Clock stopped, 8:49 to go in the 3rd quarter. And Wyoming leads at 13-7. Tennessee needs a 3rd down conversion here to keep the ball. Crompton will back into the shotgun. Running backs on either side of him. And 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Wyoming a 3-man front. They're dropping 8. Crompton back to throw. Sets up, fires long down the left sideline. That pass is going to be incomplete down at the 8-yard line. Intended for Lucas Taylor, who was double covered. Tennessee took a shot at it. Crompton fired long, but couldn't make the completion down to Lucas Taylor. And so now the Tennessee punt team has to come back out.
Oh, it just, he as he was trying to dive for it, looked like Taylor very slightly misjudged it, but nice throw and almost big play over the top.
So Britton Colquitt is back into the game, and Colquitt will stand back at his own 35-yard line. David Leonard drops deep to get the punt, and Colquitt gets it out of there. Hangs it high, making a fair catch back at the 8-yard line is David Leonard. 41-yard punt by Tennessee, but the result is good.
After both teams trade punts, we pick up our Vol Network coverage later in the 3rd quarter.
Still has the lead, 13-7. The Cowboys led it 13-0 at halftime. 1st and 10, Wyoming at its own 20-yard line. Tennessee's done a nice job of keeping Wyoming bottled up. The Cowboys take it 1st down. Stutzrain back to throw. Throws the pass. Fade pattern down the sideline. It's going to be caught up at the 43-yard line and out of bounds goes David Leonard. Stutzrain that time with Tennessee looking for the run. Came out and threw the fade pattern down this near sideline. A perfectly thrown football. Leonard was open. Got behind the Tennessee cornerback Rogan and out of bounds for a 1st down up at the 43-yard line.
Rogan bit on his first move, and then he just faded out down the boundary and was gone.
1st and 10, Cowboys, pickup of 23 yards on that pass. So the Cowboys have it, 1st down, and Stutzrain under center, hands off tailback. Devin Moore is hitting the backfield, but the penalty flag's down. Looks like Tennessee's right side jumped early. So far, there have been no penalties in the game accepted. There have been some flags, but none of the penalties have been accepted. This will probably be the first one that will be accepted. Wyoming will take the 5 yards here, you would think.
Offside, number 52 on the defense. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat 1st down.
That's Victor Thomas who jumps off sides. And Mike, right now this Tennessee defensive front's kind of banged up again as Dan Williams and Walter Fisher playing through injuries again today.
Dan Williams is trying to get in there to talk to Tennessee staff and to let him in play, and it's just not happening.
1st and 5. Devin Moore gets the handoff, goes right to midfield, and then he's going to be hit and shoved back as he gets to the Tennessee 49-yard line. Good hard run, and Alex Wilson gets out there and finally shoves him back. Pickup of 2 on the play. And Ben Martin is also there to turn him back in, but the Cowboys will get it to the midfield stripe, and they'll have it 2nd down and 3. We're ticking under 2 minutes here in the 3rd quarter with Wyoming up 13-7. And Devin Moore now up to 62 yards on the ground. 2nd down, 3 at midfield. Handoff again, tailback. This time runs into a wall of orange shirts. No gain. Gerald Williams in at defensive end, fills up the hole and knocks Moore back. One of the first times today, Tim, they've knocked him backwards.
They really have. Moore is really got terrific speed. He's got terrific speed, and he even beat Eric Berry to the corner on the play before that. But that time they really stuffed him hard. Big third down right here for Tennessee if they want to get this drive stopped and keep them off the board.
3rd down and 3 from midfield. Quickly to the line of scrimmage. Stutzream hands off tailback. Right up the middle. Moore down to the Tennessee 40 with a first down. Jumps ahead for 10 right up the middle. Eric Berry brings him down. But Devin Moore that time spurted right up the middle for 10. And the Cowboys move the sticks.
And I'll give you this for Moore. There's not a bunch of dancing around in the backfield looking for a hole. He's going right at it.
North and south, isn't he? 1st and 10. Cowboys at the Tennessee 40, leading in the game 13-7. 40 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. Stutzream under center. Backs in the offset eye. And again, the tailback. Moore gets to the 40 and maybe another yard. Maybe a pickup of 1 or 2. Wes Brown, DeMonte Bolden making the play. Wyoming's going to let the 3rd quarter clock run down. Tennessee has the only score in the 3rd quarter. As we take it to the 4th, Wyoming still leads Tennessee here on homecoming 13-7.
Is the cost of flying making you cut back in other areas?
Room service.
King Herod was ruthless, paranoid, and bloodthirsty.
Hear what people in your community are saying about Tennessee Valley Federal Credit Union.
To me, I think the credit unions are more fair as far as the interest rates and the way they treat you.
I just really would like the way I've been treated there.
Good, honest people, and they try to help any way they can.
No complications at all. Easy people to work with.
All the business we've done there, they've made smooth and easy for us.
Tennessee Valley Federal Credit Union. Come see what we're all about.
Hey, Ray. How's it going?
Great, so you pulled me over.
You forgot to use your turn signal back there.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I'll give you a warning. Just watch it next time.
Yeah, I will. Hey, you still going to the game on Friday?
You betcha.
Oh, what are you writing?
A ticket.
For what?
For not wearing your safety belt.
You're kidding me.
Afraid not. See you Friday.
We're stepping up safety belt enforcement. If you don't buckle up, you will get a ticket. No exceptions. Click it or ticket.
Let's go! He got it! Williams soaring in. Three-pointer. Got it. Rejection. And the Hawks are running. Jay
Smith. Here we start the 4th with Wyoming leading 13-7. Cowboys have it 2nd down and 9 from the Tennessee 40. Handoff tailback. Moore looking for running room and hanging on and bringing him down is Tennessee's Alex Wilson. Pickup of 1. Nice play by Tennessee's middle linebacker, another guy that's playing with all kinds of bumps and bruises. That'll be 3rd down and long. Through 3 quarters, Wyoming has 13 first downs, Tennessee with 9 rushing yards. Cowboys 136, Tennessee 69. Passing yards, Wyoming 73, Tennessee 67. Total yards, Wyoming 209, Tennessee 136. Karsten Sween now comes in at quarterback for Wyoming on 3rd down and 8. He's their better passer. Gets the snap from center and, of course, hands off to the tailback. Moore coming to the 45 down, or 35 down to the 30 and dives ahead close to a first down. 1st and 10, Wyoming at the Tennessee 30-yard line. They'll try the tailback again, and popping it to the outside down to the 25-yard line. Running hard is Selden this time. Wynell Selden picks up 5 as Rico McCoy makes the play. And Tim, suddenly this Wyoming offensive line is starting to push Tennessee back.
It has, and they got 2 very good backs, and they're getting the yards that are there to be gotten, and then a little bit more. And they are certainly been much more impressive running the football than has Tennessee.
Wyoming has the wind at its back here in this fourth quarter, driving deep into Tennessee territory from the 25-yard line. Play fake, throwing it away. Going to the right side, rolling out this way is Stutzream. And Tennessee had the tight end covered, so Stutzream just throws it out of bounds. It will be 3rd down and 5 yards to go, Cowboys.
Again, good pressure by Wes Brown. That bootleg pass, he's been ready for it all day. When he feels that tight end releasing, he's gotten up the field and gotten in the quarterback's face.
Karsten Sween now in at quarterback as he cuts in for Stutzream on this play on 3rd down and 5. He gets back into the shotgun. Gets the snap, hands off tailback, and not getting the first down. Up the middle, down to the 23-yard line is Moore. Nice play by Alex Wilson to keep him from getting the first down. So now it's 4th down. The Cowboys have already missed a relatively short field goal as Jake Scott missed from the 31-yard line, and the Cowboys are going to go for it on 4th down and 2 from the Tennessee 23-yard line.
This, if they pick it up and go on and score, they're going to put Tennessee into 2-score position. Big play for Tennessee.
Stutzream back at a quarterback. They have an unbalanced line to the left. They have 3 wideouts that way. They snap it right up the middle to Moore. Kind of a trick play, and Moore is going to be trying to get to the 20-yard line. I think he is short as a pickup of 2. Let's see where they mark it. They were trying to run a trick play, Tim. The quarterback was looking over to the sideline when they snapped the ball. Direct snap to Devin Moore up the middle. And that depends on where they mark it. I think he's short.
Well conceived play, but it got 2.5 yards instead of 3. He just walked up instead of snap. He walked up as the quarterback was back in the shotgun and started pointing at the defense like he was trying to tell somebody where to block, and they snapped it quick to him. A well-designed play, but Tennessee stopped it.
Tried a diversionary tactic as the quarterback was looking to the sideline, and the tailback walked right under center, took the snap, and tried to go forward. Tennessee takes over at its own 21-yard line, trailing 13-7. Jonathan Crompton under center. Handoff. Tailback, Lennon Creer near side, gets to the 30, out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Lennon Creer showing some good speed and power as he broke a tackle and spins it out around the left side. Chris Prozinski, the safety, makes the tackle after a pickup of 14. So Lennon Creer making his first career start, and he's played extremely well. 12 carries, 57 yards. First down. Crompton under center. Backs in an offset eye to the right. Crompton, 3-step drop, pump fake, fires long down the right sideline. That pass is going to be incomplete, short of the intended receiver, Gerald Jones. And now a penalty flag comes in late.
Pass interference, number 2 on the defense. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Nice break for Tennessee. It was a fake hitch and go on a fade route, and he was there. The play was there. Jones was well behind the receiver, but I don't know if the wind caught the ball or John Crompton just misjudged how far he had to throw it, but the ball was underthrown by 5 or 7 yards.
Well, Jones was trying to come back to get it, and then he ran into the defensive back, but pass interference, Tennessee will take it. First penalty on Wyoming. Tennessee first down at midfield. Handoff, Lennon Creer powering ahead down to the 44-yard line, a pickup of 6. Gabe Napton, the middle linebacker, makes the play. Mike, it looks like Tennessee's starting to wear down this Wyoming defense a little bit.
I think they're getting a little bit better. Early on, you saw Tennessee catching a lot on their blocks. The guys that Wyoming would deliver the blow. Now Tennessee's delivering the blow a little bit more. Still got a long way to go, but they're doing better.
2nd and 4 at the Wyoming 44-yard line. Crompton under center, backs in the eye. Crompton, handoff, Creer up the middle, looks for running room, picking his way down to the 40, powers down to the 37-yard line.
Bob, the last 2 runs previously in this game, Creer looks so much like he's wanting to break it outside, get that touchdown run around the end. You don't do that very often in college. The last 2 runs, when he's gotten in the hole, instead of trying to break it outside, he's lowered his head and just plowed over people.
Pickup of 6. 11 minutes to go in the game. Wyoming leads 13-7. First down, Tennessee at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. Crompton under center, backs in the eye. Crompton handoff again. Steady diet of Lennon Creer. Creer keeping his feet moving, powers ahead inside the 35-yard line, close to the 30, and a pickup of 7 again. Quincy Rogers makes the stop. Last week they held San Diego State, did Wyoming, to 19 carries, 17 yards, but they have given up some big yards on the ground this year. New Mexico rushed them for 317 yards, and Air Force 261. Second down, 3. Tennessee from the Wyoming 31-yard line. Crompton, handoff. No, Creer to the right side, gets to the 25, breaks a tackle down to the 20, and coming in late as a penalty flag from the back judge.
Holding, number 4 on the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Repeat, second down.
So that cost Tennessee a first down as they'll mark off the 10-yard penalty.
I think that's the right call. The defensive back's trying to get away from him. You can see Gerald Jones pulling on his jersey, and that did allow Creer to get extra yards around the corner.
Put it back to the 35-yard line. And so instead of a first down, it's going to be second down and 7. Poole now into the game for Tennessee. On 2nd and 7. Under 10 minutes to go in the game now. Tennessee down 13-7. Crompton play fake. Fires a pass that's deflected and caught by Denarius Moore at the 25-yard line, down to the 20-yard line. It was deflected by a Wyoming defensive back, popped into the air. Denarius Moore caught it in stride and picks up 14 yards. Tennessee got a break.
Really did. This ball pops up. The defensive end gets his hand on it, and that really knocked the ball back more on line with where the receiver was, actually, than where the throw looked like it was going. Nice break for Tennessee.
John Fletcher got his hand up, deflected it, but it's a 14-yard gain for Denarius Moore. Down to the Wyoming 21-yard line. 1st and 10, Tennessee. Backs in the eye. Crompton, handoff, Poole up the middle. Powers inside the 20, maybe down to the 19-yard line. It'll be second down. Plenty of time left. 9:13 to go, fourth quarter. Wyoming nursing a 13-7 lead. Tennessee trying to get a go-ahead touchdown. It has been a struggle both sides offensively in this game. Poole comes out of the game after that pickup of 3, and Lennon Creer is back in for Tennessee. Crompton will operate out of the shotgun on 2nd down and 8. Crompton backs up and waits for the snap from his center, Josh McNeil. 2 wideouts on either side on 2nd down. Crompton back to throw. Looks right. Fires a little slip screen. That's too high and incomplete. Intended for Denarius Moore. Wyoming really, I think, had that play pretty well defended. There were a couple of white shirts over there, but the pass was a fastball that sailed over the fingertips of Denarius Moore.
They were trying to run the slip screen to the boundary where the wide receiver takes one step downfield and then comes back, and then you get the tackles and the lineman out to block for him. Just the ball sailed high, and you're right. It looked like he was going to have to do some nifty running to get a first out of it.
3rd down and 8. Big play here for Jonathan Crompton. Tennessee needs a touchdown. Ball at the 19-yard line. Crompton backed into the shotgun on this 3rd down and 8 play. Crompton gets the snap, drops to throw, sets up, fires, looks right, now looks over the middle, pass through the hands of the intended receiver down at the 10-yard line, Denarius Moore.
Again, the ball's just sailing high on him that time. Moore got his hands on it, but the ball was thrown very hard, and it was just high. He's open. He is definitely open. Not a, to tell you the truth, kind of a lazy route by Moore. I wouldn't say it any other way. He came down and just kind of loped into the defensive back and then kind of turned. Not much authority on the play at all, and then I think he was surprised the ball got there. It was catchable.
4th and 8. Tennessee's going to take a timeout, discussing whether to go for it or kick a field goal. Take a break. 8:30 to go in the game. Wyoming 13, Tennessee 7.
Heat. Enemy of engines. Enemy of heat, Pennzoil Platinum. It's the full synthetic with adaptive molecules that continually separate and reform to help conquer the scorching heat inside your engine. Not just oil, Pennzoil.
Hey, sir, what are you going to do with all the money you won?
I'll tell you what, the first thing I'm going to do is buy my wife a huge diamond ring. The first thing I'm going to do is buy my wife a huge diamond ring.
That's my favorite part of this whole thing.
For jackpots that start at $1 million, plus the chance to multiply your winnings up to 5 times, step up your lotto experience with Lotto Plus from the Tennessee Lottery.
And a bowling alley for me, baby. A bowling alley for me.
Imagine a place that has the healthcare resources you and your family need. Comprehensive medical specialties, the latest technology, renowned research programs, and a commitment to providing exceptional care. Commitment. It's a promise we take to heart. It's who we are. The University of Tennessee Medical Center. Wisdom for your life.
Yellow fella! See, Jim, you's wrong.
What's up, boys?
He said you changed from yellow to green.
But I heard that you heard our treatment is an environmentally preferable product, and folks call that being green.
So no green hat?
Now, what kind of cowboy wears a green hat?
Well, heck, what kind of cowboy wears a dead-burn yellow hat? Oh, yeah. Who wears a green hat?
When a crossover can get 24 miles per gallon and take 7 people along for the ride, suddenly the whole world changes. Discover Flex from Ford. Drive one.
4th and 8. Tennessee, after the timeout, has elected to go for it. Down 13-7. 4th and 8 at the Wyoming 19-yard line. Jonathan Crompton into the shotgun with 2 wide outs to the left, 2 to the right. Crompton waits for the snap, drops to throw. Looks, sets up, being pressured, runs to the left, looks for time, fires the pass, incomplete, down at the 8-yard line. Pass was low, a diving attempt made by Denarius Moore. It's incomplete, and Wyoming is held and will get the ball back. Wyoming again, Tim, that time got great pressure, flushed Crompton out of the pocket, and then he just threw a low throw.
Bob, they ran a stunt. They just ran a 4-man rush, but the right tackle went out, and the right defensive end looped inside of him and came scot-free on the stunt. The guard did not pick him up. He ran right back between the guard and the center and blew the play up by getting pressure on the quarterback.
And I apologize to Jonathan Crompton. That was a very catchable ball when you looked at it. It wasn't as low as you thought. That ball should have been caught by Denarius Moore. 1st and 10, Cowboys. They hold and get the ball back at the 19-yard line, leading 13-7. Now the Cowboys are going to try and run this clock out. They hand it off to the tailback, Devin Moore, coming right. He's going to be taken down after a pickup of 1, and Wes Brown again just holds up that front on the left side, his 7th tackle of the day. Wyoming in no hurry as the clock ticks down to 8 minutes.
With this 40-second clock, if they can just run off a few first downs, they can take the game away from Tennessee. Tennessee must stop.
2nd down, 9 yards to go. Wyoming at its own 20-yard line with the wind at its back here in this 4th quarter. That might have been one of the reasons Tennessee didn't try a field goal right there. The wind is pretty strong. Under center, they hand off to the tailback, and again, Tennessee's going to be waiting on Devin Moore. Loss of 1. So Wyoming now will be again in no hurry as they get back into the huddle. Devontae Bolden on the stop.
One of DeMonte's better games. He's really played well up in the offensive line. He's got a couple tackles for loss and has really been tough up front when he hasn't had Dan Williams there beside him a lot this game.
Stutzream out of the shotgun on 3rd down and 10 from the Wyoming 19-yard line. And Stutzream looking over to the sideline, making the play call. 7 seconds on the play clock. Stutzream, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, waits for the snap, gets it at 1, drops to throw, sets up, being pressured. Stutzream gets out of there, he's going to run. Now throws the ball upfield, complete to the 35-yard line, to the 40, to the 45-yard line. Chris Johnson Nobody could get Stutzriem in the backfield. He rolls out left and finally finds Johnson open, and Antonio Gaines makes the tackle, but the Cowboys make a big play on third down and get it out to the 45-yard line. Tennessee's defense now needs a turnover. The Vols have recovered a fumble so far in this game.
I'd be absolutely amazed if you see this ball in the air again at any point in this drive.
They'll wind the clock after the snap when they hand it off to the tailback, and stopped at the line of scrimmage is Devin Moore. Maybe a loss of one as Eric Berry comes up and makes the play.
If they just run the ball and use the clock wisely, they're going to have this thing under 5 minutes, even if they don't get a first down, and they'll have a chance with the wind at their back to punt Tennessee deep. But it's an absolute must for Tennessee to get them stopped here and at least get a chance offensively to take the ball down the field.
Another first down by Wyoming will make this very, very tough. It's at the 44-yard line in Wyoming territory, 2nd down and 11. Stutzriem walks along the line of scrimmage, sets his offensive line, now backs into the shotgun. Stutzriem with Tennessee showing blitz. Handoff, Moore cuts it up in the middle, gets close to the midfield stripe, and then jolted down by Rico McCoy. Alex Wilson there as well. Good hit by McCoy, the junior from Washington, D.C., third leading tackler on this team, on a pickup of 5 for Moore, who keeps getting closer and closer to 100 yards today. Under 6 minutes and the clock ticks. 28 carries, 89 yards today for Devin Moore. Now the crowd urging on this Tennessee defense on 3rd down and 7 from the Wyoming 48-yard line. Stutzriem will back into the shotgun with 2 wideouts on either side. Tennessee in a 3-man front showing blitz. They hand off tailback. Nothing there. No gain. In fact, maybe a loss of one. Andre Mathis comes up, fills the gap along with Devontae Bolden. And so Wyoming's going to have to punt the ball away with 5 minutes to go in the game. Good stand by Tennessee after an initial first down. So now Austin McCoy will drift deep for the Cowboys to punt this ball away from his own 33-yard line, and Dennis Rogan looking for a big punt return. This will be his 5th punt of the day for McCoy. Standing back at his own 33, waits for the snap. Tennessee's coming after him. He gets it out of there. Low kick again. That's going to bounce at the 25-yard line. Rogan takes the high hop at his own 17, trying to get some running room, and is shoved out of bounds as he gets across the 20 up to the 23-yard line. Run out of bounds by Keith Lewis. 36-yard punt, 7-yard return. So the task is this, Tim. 4:23 to go. Wyoming leads at 13-7. Tennessee gets the ball back, and they've got to go a long, long distance, 77 yards for a game-winning touchdown, with Wyoming leading here in the 4th quarter, 13-7.
Is the cost of flying making you cut back in other areas?
Room service.
When it comes to all your hunting and fishing supplies, one name says it all: Big Daddy's Outdoors. At Big Daddy's, we treat you like you're somebody, not a number like those chain stores. We have North Alabama's largest archery section, over 25 models of tree stands in stock, clothing, fishing gear, guns, supplies, and anything else you need. It's all at Big Daddy's Outdoors. Stop by and say hey to Lou and his family at Big Daddy's Outdoors, open 7 days a week on Highway 72 at Bridgeport, Alabama. Hunt game, not gear.
After most of us pay for our family's food and shelter, there's not much money left for clothing.
I mean, it's really hard when you have 2 small children.
But if you think you can't look great for less, think again.
Yeah. How much is that actually? $1.98.
Is it really?
Go shopping with Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Bernadette J. and get simple tips that will save you money. See how much style she rings up for only $20 and find out the best time to shop for the biggest bargains. Looking great for less. Monday on Channel 3 Eyewitness News at 6.
Joe steps back, lets it go!
Soaring in.
Three-pointer, got it. Rejection! And the Hawks are running. Josh
Tennessee is trailing 13-7, 4:23 to go fourth quarter. Tennessee has the ball 1st and 10 at its own 24-yard line with one timeout remaining. Jonathan Crompton at quarterback, out of the shotgun on first down. Drops to throw. Little inside screen is complete to Gerald Jones, but he's taken down at the 20-yard line, and it's going to be a loss. As again, Wyoming, they saw that screen coming, and Weston Johnson comes up and makes the play for a loss on the slip screen to the near side. The pressure from the defensive front really caused that play to get disrupted. 2nd down, 13. Now back at the 21-yard line. Crompton out of the shotgun. Retreats the throw. Fires the deep slant. Dropped at the 32-yard line. Jennifer Austin Rogers pass a little bit high, and Rogers can't come down with it. And now it's 3rd down.
Not been the best day for Tennessee's wide receivers. Last drive, Denarius Moore misses an obvious first down catch there late in the drive. This time it looked like there was a play there. Rogers didn't hold the ball.
Crompton now 7 of 19 through the air. Hadn't had a lot of help. 3rd down, 13, Tennessee. From the Vol 21-yard line. Clock stopped, 3:49 to go fourth quarter. Crompton out of the shotgun. Drops to throw. Sets up. Looks. Fires the pass. That's wide open at the 40-yard line, and out of bounds goes Gerald Jones. He steps out at the 45. So that time Crompton found him in the seam in between the cornerback and the safety down the far sideline. Threw a perfect pass. Good for 23 yards. Tennessee comes up on a big first down now at the 45-yard line.
Big play. They've got the tight end in the flat. They've got the widest receiver going down the seam, and they just send Jones behind the corner and in front of the safety on the sideline. Good throw.
They'll move the clock with 3:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10, Tennessee at the ball 45-yard line. Crompton under center. Back is Lennon Creer. Crompton back to throw. Looks. Fires a pass. It's going to be incomplete. The pass intended for Austin Rogers on a quick slant, and he was really hit hard by the safety and the cornerback coming up. Marcel Gibson is the guy who rocked him as the ball got there. That was just a good defensive play.
It was, and again, he had to go up. He had to jump for the throw. When you're throwing a slant route, you got to throw it down low. You're going to get your wide receivers killed.
2nd and 10. Clock stopped, 3:16 to go. Wyoming leads 13-7. Crompton back into the shotgun. 2 wideouts to the left. 4-man front for the Cowboys. Crompton waits as Wyoming's going to blitz. Crompton picks it up, fires the pass, deflected, juggled, and caught by Gerald Jones. Again, it was deflected by a Wyoming player and then came right to Gerald Jones, who picks it up for 5. John Fletcher, for the 2nd time today, gets a hand on the pass. It's deflected and caught by Tennessee. 3rd down, 6. Wyoming playing defense. Tennessee has it at midfield. On 3rd down, Crompton back to throw. Sets up, fires a pass complete to Lucas Taylor down to the Wyoming 40-yard line, and he's taken down. Chris Prozinski makes the play, but a quick slant by Lucas Taylor over the middle, complete. Jonathan Crompton hit him in stride that time. Pickup of 10.
Good protection, and they just had plenty of time to sit there and wait for the deep cross route to open up.
2:40 to go fourth quarter. Tennessee 1st down in Wyoming territory at the 39. Crompton winds up, and now he's sacked. Back at the 48-yard line, the ball comes free. Lennon Creer picks it up, but they whistle it dead. Back at the 48-yard line, I think Crompton tried to hand the ball off as he was going down on the sack. But they blow it dead. The clock continues to roll. Big loss on the play of 8. Back to the 47-yard line. It is 2nd down and a bunch. 2nd down right around 20 yards. Crompton out of the shotgun in a hurry up now. Crompton back to throw. Sets up, being pressured, is going to roll right. Crompton looking, firing the pass. That's going to be incomplete. down at the 32-yard line. Luke Stocker was the closest receiver, but Crompton just running for his life, threw the ball incomplete. Now it's going to be 3rd down and long.
And they're doing this defensively without blitzing much. They blitzed a couple of times on this drive, but the sack came without it, and the pressure came this time with just a 4-man rush.
Put it at the 47-yard line after that key sack, and it's now 3rd down and 18. Ball at the 47-yard line in Wyoming territory. Clock stopped, 1:57 to go on the game clock, with Wyoming leading 13-7. Crompton out of the shotgun, a 3-man front. They're dropping 8. Crompton gets the snap, drops to throw, sets up, winds up, fires deep sideline pattern over the head of the intended receiver, Lucas Taylor, down at the 30-yard line, and Tennessee now faced with a 4th down and 18. Downstairs to Mike.
Bob, on the 2nd down play, Denarius Moore was wide open down the middle. He had beaten the defender deep, and Crompton just didn't have enough time to find him. If he throws the ball down there, Denarius Moore scores.
Kind of the story of the season, just not been able to click when you really need to. And now Tennessee has a 4th and 18 at the Wyoming 47-yard line, down 13-7 with 1:50 to go in the 4th quarter. Crompton sends 3 to the right. They've got to get it down to the 29-yard line. Crompton gets the snap and drops. Looks, fires a pass over the head of the intended receiver, Lucas Taylor. It's incomplete. Bounces off the hands of the secondary player, Marcel Gibson. The pass is incomplete, and Wyoming is held, and the Cowboys get the ball back with 1:43 on the clock, and now they can run it out. And the Wyoming Cowboys have come to Neyland Stadium and handed the Volunteers their first homecoming loss since 2002, when Tennessee dropped a game to the Miami Hurricanes here 26-3. But today it's Wyoming beating Tennessee, and the Volunteers skid continues. Tennessee has now lost 3 straight, and Wyoming has won today here at Neyland Stadium, knocking off Tennessee 13-7.
Homecoming 2008, not exactly what Tennessee fans had hoped for. The Wyoming Cowboys come into Knoxville and upset the Vols by a final score of 13-7. Tennessee falls to 3-7 on this 2008 season. All right, the Vols head into a bye week now. Coming up in 2 weeks, Tennessee travels to Nashville to take on the Vanderbilt Commodores. For our entire Vol Network team, I'm Rick Russo saying so long from Neyland Stadium.